It's an image for the history books. Former FARC rebel commander Iván Márquez legally voting and running for office in Colombia.
No pensé que esto se fuera.
I did not think that this would happen so soon, but we must recognize one thing, that this is thanks to the peace agreement signed in Havana, a momentous event all of us Colombians hoped for.
But not everybody in the country agrees. The peace deal guarantees the FARC party 10 seats in Congress, even if few Colombians actually voted for them. And the peace deal still profoundly divides voters. FARC candidates were pelted with tomatoes and rocks at campaign events.
Lamentablemente el país sigue muy polarizado.
Unfortunately, our country is deeply polarized. Trying to repudiate violence, a lot of people end up acting violently. People have the right to protest, but we should do it exclusively through voting.
These legislative elections set the stage for the upcoming presidential race in May. Results show a strengthening of right-wing parties that oppose the peace deal. Colombians also voted for two primaries. On the right, Iván Duque of the Democratic Center Party of former President Álvaro Uribe easily won, attracting over 3.5 million votes.
We vote for a country where there is no class-based hate, but rather brotherhood. We vote for a country that has development and that no productive sector is persecuted. We vote for a social agenda that permits us to close the poverty gap, to end poverty. We vote for hope.
While Gustavo Petro, a controversial but very popular former mayor of Bogota and former guerrilla fighter of the M19 movement, was the expected winner on the left. Yet the right-wing primary attracted almost double the number of voters. Despite the tensions, this was probably the most peaceful election day in the country's history, with former FARC rebels taking part in it and still active ELN rebels observing a ceasefire. Yet it also proves the deep resentment many Colombians feel towards the FARC and establishment politicians. The results seem to show that the most hardline conservative have a clear shot at the presidency, putting at risk the already fragile peace agreement. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.